Hey there, Jenny with another Home Chef meal that's an oven-ready recipe. It is sweet chili coconut shrimp with bell pepper edamame rice. They send you the whole shebang, including the pan. You throw it in, put it in the oven. It is about 90% hands-off, which is awesome. Because it's shrimp, it only takes about 25-35 minutes to put together. Sometimes the oven meals are a little bit longer, but again, a lot of times it's hands-off. You just kind of throw the stuff in the pan and bake it, and then you can go run off, play with your kids, do some chores, whatever you need to while dinner's in the oven. It's great, I love it. I'm gonna go ahead and get this unpacked and we'll get into it. All right guys, I do 4 servings of Home Chef. 2 servings here, 2 servings here. I usually just put these little trays that they come in on a cookie sheet. So I'm going to combine my ingredients in my pan, onto the cookie sheet, into the oven. Here we go. We are massaging the rice here, break up any clumps. Same here. Edamame and red peppers. So roasted red peppers. Oh, smells delicious. We're not huge edamame fans. I am gonna use some in here, but not all. And actually, I'll probably do some for the one that me and my husband are gonna eat, and then I'll leave some more plain just because of the kids. And then I'll set this aside, figure out something else to do with it. And then teaspoons olive oil. As you know, we use avocado oil. 2 teaspoons in each one. Stir to combine. I picked the utensil that I'm gonna use to serve, at least serve the rice anyway, and then stir it with that, so that I'm saving on some dishes. And then it says to push to one side of tray. I should maybe try to move you here. Can we get a little bit of a closer up action here? Push to one side. All right, my lighting over here is not so great, but I'm over here basically going to rinse the shrimp and dry them a little bit. So I got paper plate, paper towel. Also check to make sure that they're deveined. They do come with no shell and they are supposed to be deveined, but every once in a while I do find a dirty vein. So now I like to check just to make sure. They ship frozen, actually, so I had to defrost them because our shipment came today and they were still frozen. So I'm just draining the liquid that I can. See, there's still ice here, so I'm just kind of picking that off. Gnarly tail, see, a little gross here. And I'm giving them a little look. Oh, yep, see, here's one. Dirty vein, goopy. Oh man, gross. I should have done this first, but I am gonna rinse them. I don't know, I feel like sometimes people say to rinse your meat and then some people say not to. I don't know, I normally don't. I don't know. What do you do? Tell me in the comments. Do you rinse your meat before you cook it? Just because I saw some of that shell in here, I just thought it might just be easier to do a quick rinse. Yeah, see, this still has a little bit of... If I think it's too gross, then I just literally will pop it off. Most of you know this content is not sponsored. Home Chef is actually watching. I would love a little bit better quality control on the shrimp source. Because I love the shrimp recipes, but sometimes I feel like I want to call it quits sometimes with the shrimp if it, you know. I don't have time for this. I mean, who has time for this, right? All right, so not too terrible. There were just about 3 that needed a little bit of love. With the shrimp, you should be able to throw it in and go. If you're not as nitpicky as I am, like you can just throw them in and go. You don't have to worry about cleaning them up. I clean them out just a little bit. Pat dry. The shrimp just goes in here. Gonna cook relatively plain. It looks like it's just getting olive oil, and then it's all gonna come together at the end when we pull it out of the oven. Now, like I mentioned, I'm almost out of my avocado oil, so I'm gonna use my good stuff. This is the really great olive oil. Aldi, I'll give them a shout out. The way to tell that you're getting really good extra virgin olive oil is make sure that it's sourced from 1 or 2 countries. Really, ideally 1. This is from Italy. That's how you know that it's the good stuff and it's not split a million times in half water, etc. And you can really tell the difference. And we are in the oven. All right guys, so I just wanted to pop in to tell you a nice little hack. I love these oven ready meals when I want to be hands off, and you throw them in and it's quick and you put them in the oven and you go. The other nice thing about these oven ready meals is I could actually just do the shrimp on the stove. right? I could do the shrimp on the stove. I could do the rice in the microwave. So I could take this 25 to 35 minute oven meal and turn it into a maybe 10, 15 minute stovetop and microwave meal. I've done that in the past, sometimes when we've needed to get home and have a quick meal and everybody's starving, or I just don't feel like waiting. And I don't mind a few extra dirty dishes and a little bit more upfront time. That's a huge hack to get dinner on the table faster with these oven ready meals, is just going straight to the stove. Hope you find it helpful. If you got questions, let me know in the comments, but it's easy to convert them. I'm no cooking expert, but because all the ingredients are there, the cooking method doesn't generally matter with a lot of these. So I like that. The other thing is for meatballs or meatloaf or anything like that, you can use the air fryer. It may not be a 10, 15 minute meal, but if you do need to cut time in half from some of these oven ready meals, there's always a faster way if you really need it. Let me know in the comments if you think that's a helpful hack or if it's just general knowledge. I thought I'd share it just in case. All right, guys, we've got the shrimp and the rice in the oven. It's 400 degrees. It says to bake it for about 15 to 20 minutes, so that's going. While that's in there, we are going to mix together the sauce, which is the boom boom sauce and sweet chili sauce. It says to mix these together. It just says to your taste. I'm gonna go all in. I may leave this straight up. It's just the sauce. It's amazing. Doesn't really need the sweet chili. We'll see. I'm being a little indecisive, so I might eat them both. We'll find out. Let me get the camera adjusted here. I'll get it all mixed in. To taste, boom boom sauce, sweet chili sauce in the bowl. Now this does have a medium spice level. I know heat comes from the boom boom sauce. So I'm curious what's gonna happen when we go all in with the sweet chili sauce. TBD, stand by. Again, this is not sponsored. Home Chef is not watching this video, but if they were, I would say more boom boom sauce, please. It's delicious. Okay. Okay, let's see. Not bad. That actually cuts the heat, which is good because that's probably good for my kids. It is still a little spicy. Let's see if this chili sauce is spicy. Now you can get this jarred from the store. That is actually not very spicy. So I'm going to mix a little bit more in here, and then I'm gonna save some of this just so the kids can go straight up with this. All right, I'm gonna switcheroo here. We're gonna work here when everything comes back out of the oven so you can get an up close look. All right guys, got these out of the oven. I'm gonna go ahead and pour my sauce on. This is for me and my husband. Oh, look at that. Ugh. Right. Dirty vein, see, I knew it. Even when they're deep in the tail, you pick them off. Okay, sauce. I'm not gonna pour all this in. I'm gonna leave some for dipping. Yum. And then coconut. Then soy sauce and sesames go here. For the kids, I'm using the sweet sauce here. Give it a little zhuzh. I feel like that's my word. So give it a stir. We are ready to plate.